Welcome back to Daily Hip Hop Live with Jordan Tower and M.Reck and guest Wendy Day. How you doing?
I'm
Salute,
awesome.
Wendy.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
How you
what's
doing?
up?
So, a couple times ago, we talked to Wendy and she just dropped in that she, like casually, oh yeah, when I was driving down to see Pac in jail, she just dropped that in there casually. And we were like, whoa, and Reck even had to say, whoa, stop!
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Rewind.
So we're gonna get back into that. Reck, you had a question for Wendy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right into it.
Sure.
Wendy, what was your last conversation with Tupac was like? What
Wow.
did your touch on?
My last conversation with him by phone was actually a little bit tense. It was about a month before he passed away, and he was frustrated with his situation at death row. He had just given Suge back the chain, and not just, but within like a month or so, he was wearing the pendant with the angel with the rubies
Oh wow.
on it, and he had stopped wearing the death row pendant, and he was of the mindset where he had signed, I think it was a 3-album deal with Death Row. And he had just put out an album. He had another one dropping, as we all know. It dropped right after he passed. Yeah. And he had already finished the third one. So in his mind, he was done and he was out.
Yeah.
And I had to explain to him that contracts don't exactly work that way. It's not you deliver 3 albums and you're done. It's the label accepts 3 albums and you're done. So you're not finished until they officially accept the album. So they could have made changes to that album. They could have rejected it and made him record more songs. So he wasn't quite as finished as he thought that he was. But he had me putting a plan together for his label, which was called Euthanasia.
Gotcha.
And the really cool thing about his label is it had a component. He wanted to build community centers in inner cities, and he wanted to build I can't remember if it was just cheap daycares or free daycares, but there was an element of daycare centers in the plan as well. It's without a doubt, like when I write a plan, I write a plan like so somebody can start their company, their record label. I don't usually get to do really cool community type service work in a plan. Yeah. So it was really exciting on that side of it. And I really looked forward to doing it. But not putting the plan together, but doing it, like helping him with Euthanasia. Yeah. But our last conversation was a little bit tense because he thought his commitment with Death Row was over. And I basically told him, no, it's not.
Got you. Now, let me ask you this. What was some of his frustrations with Suge Knight and Death Row?
Everything that you're thinking that it was.
I mean, display that.
He was very much a workaholic, and he really just wanted to work. He liked to do 3 things. He liked to work, he liked to smoke weed, and he liked to fuck girls. That was his thing, right? And with Death Row, there was just a lot of drama. Yeah. I just slit that right in, right? Yeah. There was always a lot of drama around the whole situation, and he didn't like drama. Even though he was somebody that caused a lot of drama, he wasn't really like
he's the first troll.
He wasn't really.
Maybe he's the first troll.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: Tupac knew exactly how to promote music.
Yes.
He knew people thrive off negativity.
Yes.
But that wasn't what he was about. That wasn't his plight. That wasn't Tupac's plight. He knew that's what people bought into. Yeah. So that's what he gave them. But
exactly. But he always brought it back to positivity, like
So Suge was trying to stop him from working, basically, or wasn't?
Say that again?
Well, you said he's a workaholic.
Yeah. No, they didn't stop him from working. I mean, he recorded like thousands of songs.
Oh yeah.
It's just that there was too much drama around everything. Like he couldn't, when he would come to the studio to work, there were always a whole lot of people in there, and there were a whole lot of Suge's guys around, and there was a lot of yelling and a lot of threatening, not to him, but just like extra noise in the background, where he just felt like if he could hole away in a studio with just himself and the producers and some weed and maybe his guys around him and, you know, maybe a hooker or two coming through, but to have like all that
drama going on,
around him 24/7, you know, that funny? Came with being with Death Row.
Nowadays, he wouldn't have been able to do what he did. He basically switched coasts around that time, right? Am I wrong? Like, it seems funny. Like,
no, he was always West Coast.
He was always West Coast?
He was just kind of visiting the East Coast. Okay. Like, he would come out to hang out.
Okay.
He was loved everywhere he went, though. Like, he had the pass. He could go wherever he wanted.
Okay.
Until he fell out with, you know, Biggie and them when he got, you know, when the problem happened at Quad Studio.
Yeah.
And he felt like they had something to do with it. He didn't feel like Biggie shot him. He felt like Biggie knew and did protect him.
Right. And
let me ask you this, Wendy, because it's not too many people that speak to Tupac, that's spoken to Tupac, because he's gone. God rest his soul.
Mm-hmm. And he really is gone, Reck. I'm glad you said that, because so many people think that he Machiavelli'd this and faked his death.
God rest his soul.
Yeah.
If he were still alive, he somehow would have gotten a message to me, because he would have known that I would have thought this was really cool.
Yeah. No, I was going to get into that. Now, your relationship with Tupac, was it more personal or was it strictly business?
Strictly business.
Strictly business? Wow. So listen up, y'all. Wendy's Day's been getting checks off Tupac for a long time now. I'm just joking. So
actually, you know what? I don't think I ever made money from Tupac.
Oh no?
No. Just because I had a business relationship with him didn't mean that he paid me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Like, I was building his label for him with the intent of shopping it, and then I would have gotten paid off of shopping that deal.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But you were
I'm glad you explained that too.
It was like friendness, because you were friends and business, right? So it was like...
Yeah, because I respected him.
Yeah, so he could talk to you.
Yeah, but actually, I thought Reck was asking me, like, you know, did I fuck him?
That's exactly how I took it, too. That's exactly how I took it, too. Reck, you dirtbag.
You could have put that business out there. That's on you. I wasn't going.
Whoa, Reck. I see how... See, Reck is getting into his interview mode right now. Like, yo, so... Friends?
I'm sorry, Reck.
No, I'm just saying that, Wendy. Nah.
No, when you said, was it personal or business, that's what I thought you meant. Like, was I dating him?
Because I know it in the music business, in the business we in, personal and business means, me and her is personal, we fucking or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, business is business. But I was saying also in a sense of...
No, I was trying to build his label.
Yeah.
I was trying to help his career. I wasn't trying to help him interact with his mom. Like, his relationship with his mom was not great. It was very tenuous. And I wasn't the type of friend that helped him deal like with his personal life. I didn't deal with his wife. I didn't deal with Aton, his manager. Like, I had my own thing that I was doing for him.
Yeah.
I was trying to make him rich.
Got you. Now, was you around the time when he, I guess, felt the way towards Dr. Dre?
Yes.
What was his conversations with you about that? Like, I'm
we curious. Actually never discussed it. We never talked about Dre. I never had to ask him. The thing about Pac was he was so in your face with his opinion, and what he would say to me is exactly what he would say to the press. Like, he wasn't one person over here and then a different person over here. Like, who you saw was who he was. And he had made it crystal clear to the press that he was salty with Dre because Dre didn't show up to Snoop Dogg's trial.
Yeah.
And he felt that was disloyal, and loyalty was really important to Pac.
But then he fell out with Snoop after that, so...
Yeah. You know, I think he fell out with a lot of people. He has really had really high expectations for people, and he would get disappointed easily. You know, like, if you didn't live up to his expectations, he would have a problem with that. And he'd have no problem telling you that. Like, you know, like with most people, like Jordan, if you get mad at me over something little, you're probably just going to swallow it. I don't mean something big. I mean something like little, you know, you're going to just swallow it and then you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Pac was not that way. Like the slightest thing would set him off and he would tell you.
Yeah. I could see him falling out with Snoop because I met Snoop and we talked. And it was cool, right? Like, we were supposed to do the smoke-a-thon stuff together. He's like, yo, I want to give you a part of that. I said, yo, I'm just doing it to kind of, like, bring people together. It's kind of cool because it's coming in a peace way. And he was like, yeah, I like that. Let's do that. And I said, hey, you should really just take it over. I mean, I don't even smoke weed. You know what I mean? I was just, like, filming it and putting it out. So we parted on that way. Then he goes to New York. And he meets up with Joel's. And I had just gotten off the phone with Snoop and his DJ, like, maybe a day before that, right? Like, you know, we met in person, then I spoke a week later. Then he's with Joel's, and they film, and they're like, yeah. And he's meeting with Joel's, and he's like, yeah. Then he looks at the camera, he's like, fuck you, Jordan Tower, we're doing the smoke-a-thon without you. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So then I took the footage I had of Snoop co-signing the smoke-a-thon with me, and I put it out right the next day, so it looks stupid.
Made him look crazy.
I mean, I'm sure Snoop has a good heart, but I think he's a troll too, man. You remember he used to troll Soulja Boy. Remember he said fuck Soulja Boy and he used to do all that shit. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny.
But I enjoy his Instagram rants. Remember with the Kanye rant? That was funny.
But that's, you know, that Tupac story or that conversation that you expressed to the people, to the public, well, to us, and it's gonna go out to the public. That was amazing because you know, Tupac is a legend, icon. A legend.
Yeah.
And in a lot of people's eyes, and just period. You know, nobody had a work, you know, habit like him, like Tupac.
Or a mind like his. Like, he was just so genius. And not just artists, but just people in life. I haven't met many people as intelligent.
He could absorb a lot of knowledge because when you hear his interviews, he knows a lot. For being, what was he, 26?
No, 24.
Early 20s. Yeah, early 20s.
Yeah, 24. And he knew that much stuff. I was like, this guy reads a lot.
Yeah.
And he absorbs it like a sponge.
And he absorbs a lot. And he talks to a lot of people. And he had a really hard life.
He was smart. You know,
when he went to prison, he was broke. And there's no excuse for that because he was doing shows and making money and his music was doing really well in the marketplace.
Yeah. But
he had trusted, you know, his godfather, Mutulu Shakur, with being his business manager, and he wasn't solvent.
You know, he seemed like a chameleon too. He could adapt to situations. Like if you were in the hood, he'll put on that suit. Then he went to the, you know, corporate, puts on that suit. It was like, that was pretty amazing. Because you got to be like that to be really successful in every field.
And to be like, it's a survival instinct, isn't it? Because you want to be able to survive no matter where you are, whether you're in a boardroom or whether you're in the hood.
Facts.
Yeah. And he was
funny, guys. Like, his sense of humor, he was one of the funniest people that I knew. His sense of humor was awesome. I remember when I went to visit him at Dannemora, at Clinton, which is the facility in Dannemora, I had asked him, he was appealing his case, and it looked like he had a good shot.
Yeah.
And I said to him, you know, that's really fucked up because, you know, they incarcerated you in like February or March, and this was September when we were talking. So I'm like, you just did the entire spring and summer incarcerated, and you had just dropped an album, and like, that's the most crucial period of time for you to be able to work your record is when it first comes out. And I said to him, you know, are you going to sue them for like making you miss all of the opportunities that you missed? And he laughed and he said, no, I'm going to ask the judge for a credit.
Oh, shit.
Because he knew that at some point, some shit would pop off and he'd be back in front of a judge.
That's genius, though, to think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was willing to take that on the chin, but for my future,
Take a credit.
criminal behavior
Money,
or
right?
whatever, what so have you.
What a credit.
Just let me slide on that.
Let me slide on this one because I didn't time on that one.
Yeah. In 6 months from now, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go
slap
beat
somebody.
somebody. Just let me slide on that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good one.
All right, so
All right, well, there you go, Wendy Day. This is Wendy Day, is her YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. She tells you how to survive in the music business and the correct
How to make
moves
money.
How to make money. You know, she's made a lot of people rich. So, hey.
Yes, I have. And proud of it, damn it.
You should see the Rolls Royce sitting in her driveway.
Tesla.
Signing
I'm a
out.
Tesla girl.
Yeah.